Do you want a perfect solution for live streaming, content creation, video recording, podcast, whatever? So you're in the right place because today I'm gonna give you a nice overview about Evmux, an amazing platform for content creators. Stay there because I will be right back. Hello, Marco Novo here, and today I'm gonna make an overview about Evmux, a pretty nice content creation platform. They started as live streaming platform, but they evolved, and now it's an amazing content creation platform. And also, it's for me the best solution if you are into online events. It's really a nice platform. So I'm going to give you a nice overview so you can understand what you can do with Evmux. By the way, you have in the description a link to try, an affiliate link to try Evmux. You have a code to have a nice discount in the first 6 months. Okay, so take advantage of it. So let's see what we'll get here. First, let's take a look at the pricing, which is one of the good things, nice things about Evmux. Okay, they are pretty, how can I say, acceptable. Okay, have in mind this is an investment you're doing in your business. So I understand that $19 monthly if you buy the year license, it's a really nice deal. Okay, and besides you have the code to have a nice discount. Even this $39, it's pretty nice because you have nice features. You can have up to 12 people on screen, pre-recorded stream, which could be a nice option if you have, how can I say, customers or community viewers in different time zones. Having the pre-recorded live stream could be a nice way to cover this. You have awesome features, for instance, 15 gigabytes storage and 4 collaborator seats. It's good because you can create a team around your brand or projects. Okay, so let's go into the dashboard. This is how it looks. One thing pretty nice, you can switch from from dark mode. I like most dark mode. Okay, you have here the project, and I want to start with this because for people who are kind of little messy like myself, Evmux makes things really nice and neat to organize because they have two ways that they are kind of complementary. Okay, they are not different. They within the project you have the studios. Let me um, talk about this. So, if for instance you are an agency or a professional, but you work with other brands like myself, for instance, and you want to have things kind of separated, you don't want to have everything mixed because you want to keep things neat and simple. So with Evmux, you have projects where you can put different brands. For each brand, you can create a project. And within the project, you can create studios. For instance, for yourself, Marco Novo, as you can see here, I have different studios. Okay, which means that, for instance, I have the special marketing live show, I have my Amazon live shows, I have podcasts which are recorded. So in each one of them, you can kind of set the settings, layouts, assets, whatever. So they won't mix, and you don't need to be changing while you want to record something or if you want to go live. You have different studios where you can keep all the settings, all the assets, so they are not mixed, which will save you a lot of time and headaches as well. Okay, so this is one of the things. You can upload a logo, name, you can have description, whatever. Okay, pretty easy. And as you can see, I have here different projects, most of them just to test. Okay, so there you go. And within the projects, as you can see, you have here the studios. Okay, as I said, for instance, you can see that some of them, they have different destinations. Okay, so this is good to keep things well organized, and believe me, you will love it like I do. Okay, so let's take a look about destinations. Pretty easy to add. Okay, I have all of this. If you want to add, you have all these options. Okay, if you already work with this, you know that how simple it is. You can go live on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, all of this. Some that you need to ask permission, or you need to accomplish some numbers to get the live stream, but you can do it from here. Okay, as long as you have permission. Okay, so as I said, here you have the studios. Okay, if you want to delete, if you want to create a new one, you can duplicate based on something you already have. Okay, this, some of them, they are kind of double here because I didn't know about this. I learned. Okay, so for instance, if you want to create a new one, you can pick. And the thing is, even though you will choose right away what you want to do, you can change this. Okay, so for instance, if you have a podcast and you want just to record, but from times to times you want to go live, you can do it. Okay, or the opposite. Usually you go live, but you want to make a recorded session because, for instance, your guest can't go live at the time that usually you go live, so you can record and then you can use the pre-recorded. Okay, so let's just pretend that I'm trying this. Okay, this is nice because this will give you a better file. Okay, if you record locally. Okay, just let me give a name. Okay, now I'm getting inside. So I already have here the settings that you can set before entering the studio. Okay, you can assign this to another studio if you want. In this case, I'm going to leave it. You can edit your name. You can mute, unmute, stop the camera. And here you have some definition, some settings. You can adjust the camera, the definition, resolution. You can do it just auto. You can set here the audio hotkeys, and this is useful, for instance, if you use a tool like Stream Deck. In the future, I will cover this option. You can set a virtual background. Just let me try it. Okay, let's see. Not bad. Let me see. Not bad at all. Yeah. You can. Okay, as you can see. I would recommend using this with a green screen, but you can use it. I think it's not that bad. Not that bad. Okay, so let's leave it. You can also adjust here some settings, and you have here advanced settings. Okay, so you can use whatever you want. Enter the studio, and now you can use the dynamic scenes, and these are the scenes that we are used on StreamYard, for instance, Be Live Restream. One of the things I like about Evmux is the fact that you can use the studio mode. Let's turn it on. You can use it like this just right away. Okay, what you see is what you get in the other side. But I would recommend using the studio mode. Why? Because you have here the, as I said, what you have here, it's what you will have on the screen, okay? But you have here the preview, which means that, for instance, if you need to make some editing while you are live, you can do it here and then you can send it right away to the screen. Okay, let me show you this. Okay, so this is how it looks. Okay, let me send this to the screen. There you go, Marco Novo. But I want to change something here. Okay, for instance, I want to edit my name. Okay, as you can see, oh, this case, it doesn't move. Okay, so let me show you. For instance, I want to show the logo and I want to test how it looks better. Okay, now it's good. There you go. Okay. I will cover this when I will go to specific creating pro scenes. For instance, I will create a tutorial about this. But you can have an idea that, for instance, if you want to invite a guest, you have this link. Okay, let me invite myself. So I already have here a guest. There you go. Look. And right now, the guest, it's only in the preview. Okay. And I want to add it to the screen. Okay. So there you go. You have, by the way, here you have the chat where you can chat with your guest. But if you want to talk, you can use this feature push to talk, and then you will send you will talk with him like this. Let's to give you a nice analogy, it's like a walkie-talkie, as you can see. Okay, the message will be only for that guest and nobody else. Okay, so for instance, if you want to adjust, as you can see, if you want to move this around, you can do it. You can use this feature if you want to highlight someone, and if you want to switch, it's drag and drop, pretty easy to use as well. Okay, you can create the pro scenes. I will cover this because it's a little bit more complex. You can mute here, you can unmute here, you can, let me see, you can use the light mode as well. Full screen, I wouldn't recommend. You can share a video, okay, if you want to bring something to the screen. Let me see, for instance, this one just to showcase. If you want to bring it, you can add it to the screen, and if you want to add it, there you go. Okay, you have here this. If you want to make it full screen, you can do it here right away. There you go. And now, as you can see, once it's ended, you can take it, you can remove it, and then, as you can see, it's pretty easy to work with. You can also share screen. Okay, you have these different tabs or windows or the entire screen. It's up to you. Let me see, you can go to the settings here as well if there's something you want to change. You can also edit the name, change the avatar, or you can kick it. Okay, what else? You have here the layers, and if you want to bring something else, you have, I already have this here, but you can upload your own as well. You have here music that you can play while you're live. You have the comment section. Okay, so if someone comments and you want to bring the comment to the screen, you can do it. and you have the banners. This one, it's a static banner. Let me show like a lower third. Okay, and this one, it's a crawler. Okay, how you can, and by the way, I'm pretty sure that you noticed there's a slight difference between both. And in the thicker, you can see that it has here the ticker. You can see that it has here this T with kind of a movement uh, icon. Okay, so to create another one, let me hide this. You can type here. Think how this works. And you can pick if you wanted to scroll, and you can switch. So I want right to left. This is the normal here. Okay, so let me show you. But for instance, if you want to make this a static banner, you can come here, and so you pick here, save, and voila. You can change this every time you need. And also, if you want to move them, you should go here to the left hand, and you can move them so you can organize them properly. So you have here the brand assets. Okay, you have these 4 different themes. As you can see, look how nice they look. By the way, let me hide the banner. Okay. Okay, so you can change the colors, can play around, or if you have this code, you can paste it right away. Or you have the RGB. Okay, it's up to you. Ha ha ha. Okay, you can. Oops. You can use these lower thirds. You can custom. What you can change here? You can use the position. Okay, here. And also, if you don't want the lower third always on screen, you can put this, and this will make a temporary lower third. Just let me show you. So you have here the option to display logo, title. Okay, and now with this changes, just let me hide this. Okay, there's my, can see here the logo. It's pretty. Let me. Okay, now you can see that it's a little bigger. And let me, if you want to edit, you can do it here. Edit name. You have here the title and Mr. and position. Let me see if this will take place. It's hidden, so let me bring it back to screen and see. As you can see now, Mr. And you can see the founder here. Okay, so again, you can play around with this. Also, you have here the private chat. You can talk to the group or just to one speaker. Okay, it's up to you. You can use a background as well. The background won't work in this layout, but in this one, you can see that it's working. You can use also an overlay. Okay, video clips as well. You can play them, for instance, a countdown. You can play a video, those section videos. It's up to you. Okay, let me see what else. And if you want, for instance, as I said, You may want to go live on a recording studio. So you just need to add here the destinations. Let me do this. Title, description, privacy. You can schedule here. Okay, it will allow you to upload a thumbnail. Just let me do this. I don't want to go live here. Here, okay. Testing. Privacy, I'm going to change to private because I don't want anyone to see it. Okay, I can schedule if you want, but let me go right away. Save. And now, as you can see, I can go live from here, which is pretty nice, as you can see. So there you go. I think. Let me go back to the dashboard. Another thing that you can do is invite speakers. Okay, add speakers. For instance, if this is a project where you have almost always the same speakers, you can add them by putting here. This is kind of how can I say a customer form, whatever. Okay, you can put here the information. Let me pretend that this guy will be a speaker. Okay, save. And now you have here this guy listed as a speaker. Okay, you can also add collaborators. For instance, if you have a co-host or if you have a host and you just want to stay as a producer, or the opposite, if you want to be just the host and invite someone to work as a producer. So, and this is good because he or she can only access to this project. Okay, it cannot go to the others. Or if you want him or her to go to the other studios or projects, you need to invite for them. Okay, invite. Okay, send, and this will send an invitation for them to be collaborators too. Okay, there you go. And I think, yes, all the features are covered, as you can see. As you have seen, this is a pretty nice solution. This is just the overview. Soon I will be creating tutorials about more specific features or situations. Stay tuned because they will come soon. Bye bye. By the way, don't forget you have the link to try Evmux. Don't forget as well to subscribe to the channel, activate the bell, and see you soon. Bye bye.